Well, Barry Conlon was at the right there, and he said to me one time, at the stage, very little money any of us, he said, well, we'll come for a good cycle. And Paddy McGuire, beautifully Sean's brother too. And the three of us were out to borrow bicycles. And went to borrow a bit of a tent from Mickey Berry. Are you still here?
Yes.
Yeah, I got an old FCA tent. It was about a ton weight. And to tie in the back of the bike. And there was holes in it you never told me about.
Could you repeat that, please?
It's not good anyway.
That's true. And we cycled the first day up to Sligo. And the sun was all on the left-hand side. And the left arm and leg was fried. Couldn't sleep that night at all in the tent. And then we went on again to Newry. And Corey had cousins in Newry, the Gallagher's, and there's one of the Gallagher's from Newry here tonight. You're welcome. And I might be in the same house, but they were your cousins. And they were very kind to us, and we stayed there and went to a dance that night and all. And cycled around the place, and we cycled back down as far as Ballagy and stuff the next morning, because we had only so many days, and the money was running out. I had £2.10 going, and we used to stop up inside the road. We saw a farmer outside the house, and we'd ask for a drink of water. We'd end up getting a plate of potatoes to boil the potatoes. So we had marked potatoes on the pot. And anyway, we cycled then to Ballagy and stuff, and it was an oblate, I think it was oblate founders or something. It was a monastery. And we went to the monastery and said, could we stay in the hay shed? Because one night, the night before that, or some night, we weren't drenched. The water poured in and there was a tent. That's a fact. So, we did, and it was a lovely sleep in the hay. We slept there, but he said, now come in the morning early, I will give you your breakfast. And the monks. Oh, he said, no, we're going away early now. And anyway, we went in, we woke at the crack of noon. That's true. And we were up sheepishly up for chocolate milk or something, and they were very nice to us to give us bread and milk and a few things. And we cycled home all the way to Westport from Castle. An awful cycle. Yeah, I remember that way. But Barry Conlon was training for us, touching, he never told us. That's true. It was. And he competed himself in the keep armour training. I'm sure we were amateurs. I meant to get my own back. That was that event. And that was the start of a race there in the top of the octagon. Now I must say at those times too, my cameras were very poor. Couldn't afford a good quality camera. My Japanese camera that I would do, you'd have to cock the shutter, you'd have to wind on and look at the back to get the number in and to the right people. And you'd have to guess the distance and start twisting it. It was impossible in area chat. Well, I covered it off in matches that way. It was amazing how I managed. Anyway, okay, Colin. Now that was Pat McNally. He was the only one I knew in that period that used to take an interest in the young people and train them, get them fit, and get them exercising in that. He was very nice at that, very good, I must say. And that was Brendan again. Brendan was Brendan's brother, and he was a good cyclist too.
Jerry McGee.
Jerry McGee, it was Jerry, yes. That's Mr. Rowlett and some children. And they were children, yeah, it must be Michael there, yeah. Okay, that's our neighbour, now Myra at the time was a neighbour to us in New Road, 2 doors on the road. Okay, Carl. Making all the trophies and other medals and cups here. Absolutely marvelous. If you had only a team, you can become very, very successful in the major races. So he had to go on his own. Others have teams. Oh, that's the barbershop quartet. which was part of the dance band at the time, Rory McGuinness dance band. And Rory McGuinness had come to Westport for a certain reason, for the introduction of rock and roll to Westport. And the Irish Times, I used to do work for them on every Thursday or at Times Victoria, and I used to do work for that. It was all photographs. And they rang me and asked me to cover that event. Big historical event for that. And they brought these two professional dancers, Scissors and Kay. Now they were marvellous dancers, really good. They had great rhythm and speed and were very fit. And so they proceeded to demonstrate how you rock and roll. As for the start, people jumping there. Isn't that all behavior? And keep going, Carmen. Don't get that for carry on. And then, oh, what's it getting? Anyway, there was a bunch of lads there who had been in a hostelry before they came there. And anyway, they said, we don't like this, and they decided to do something about it. This for the road. Pierce didn't die for this. I think it's a marvellous statement. Pierce didn't die for this. So Michael Hoban won the hall. Out to get hard his father. And he tried to break up Scissors and Kay anyway. And he jumped in, and there's his left fist sinking in this other left hand, because the right hand was damaged, injured. And a fight broke out. And then I heard one of these fellows say, hey, that fellow took photographs. I flew up onto the balcony, swimming, and out the projector door away. My camera would have been smashed, and me too. Yeah, that's true, yeah. All right, now there's Sheila Kelly for you. Mary Barnes again, Bridget Kelly, Noreen Golden, Eileen Kelly. I can't see that person there. Not sure who that is now. But they were all tennis players. I remember, Mrs. McRae brought ballet to us by then. Mrs. McRae, her sister, Mrs. Lanyon in Castlebar, used to have a ballet school in Castlebar, and her sister then, Mrs. McRae, came to Westport. Her husband was manager in the Bank of Ireland, and she started ballet here in Westport. This was the dance scenes in Westport in the pavilion, what it was like. Guards on one side and men on the other, and we would be rushed back and over to take our partner. It was a nice way of meeting people out the meeting. Roadie something. But that was first communion night, but that was the extent of the celebrations. Nothing racial. All right, Carmen. Now, that was during my 6 weeks in hospital.
You're busy.
Nurses were very nice to me. That was Lola. I never knew her first name. She was O'Keefe. And that was me, the poor victim in the middle. And that was the real characters. But Lola, when she had night duty, she used to say, you stay awake now. There was a fireplace in the centre of the ward. It was the worst ward in Dublin. It was all for head cases. Everybody with their brains hanging out and all that. It was all brain surgeries. And most of them were, they couldn't talk to anybody. And you couldn't make out what they were saying. And I was the only one that Lola could talk to. And she used to make Campbell soup then in the fire. And I'd get up and sit at the fire with them. My Campbell soup and a few of the kitchens and everything. Now that I suffered, yeah. That's, I think, an actor. I'm not sure about that. You know, there was a couple of films dancing. George Ford. Chris Gay.
Oh, yeah. This, what's
Is
his
it
name?
great exhibit?
Adrian.
I think that's it. It's not Marty though. Oh, he was a marvelous man. He was huge and he was always coming in with big fisher. He was a great fisherman. Really, he was wonderful. And his son took after him, told him, drunk man. He had huge and shot in this street. That's a big lobster. Okay, Carl. This now is the section of it. It was the 1960, its commemoration to 1966, 50 years since the 1916. Oh, they are three Durkin brothers. John and Leo in Austin.
In Austin.
Yeah. Well, that was the time they paid their paper blessings. You would want their further of that on the two hands. Became popular for a while, but it died out again. John Finnegan, he now had great theatre and collection, believe it. He lives there beside the town hall, and all the drama groups got to know him and were very friendly with him. And I remember I was taking photographs with Irish Times of the field being shot out of Lena. And I was talking to John Cowie then after it. John was well known in the relatives, you might remember him. And he said to me, "Do you know John Finnegan?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Poor John is dead now." I don't think he was. He said, "I have a chest full of posters of every play that came to the town hall." John Finnegan collected all the posters, and John said he had them in Dublin. And I've told several people here, but I don't know, that they'd be very nice to have down the Heritage Centre, people could track them down. But at that time he had all the posters of every play that came to Westport at the time. He used to come regularly, the fish-ups they call them. That's Dan O'Brien's at the Key. He was a local urban councillor, and that was the station and there was
John Farrell.
we'll go back now. Father Tobin, Father Greeley, Anne Conlon,
And Con.
Mrs. O'Brien, Dan O'Brien, and Jenny Farrell. And we're looking to see those houses, and the other one too. The pictures that you would have on the walls were always interesting to look at them. There could be holy pictures, or there could be historical pictures. And that was having the breakfast. They were either in Lent or in August. And it was great to be in the ones in August because you get chicken and ham. You'd only get eggs and other things in Lent. That's for the server, and I'm talking about the priest too. You've been Dr. McGregor. He was an honest man here in Westport. He was a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 hours, days in the year. When he lived there where Seamus Hughes lives now, where Dr. Farrell lived before that, and he was on call any hour of the day or night, and he delivered all the children in Westport at the time. And I had the occasion, I was, during the summer, during the school, I had a temporary job of collecting the rates. And I went into him to collect his rates, and he says, "Look at you, come in here, look for money for me, and I put your first shirt on you." Yeah, that's true, yeah. Lovely man. I photographed with his wife there. I think Dr. Farr might remember over a court in Dublin over a court case, and he was given evidence too. Remember that? I'm sure you do. And Mr. Mix, the
John Jefferson?
it was an accident in the church, and I remember there was a Mr. Mix who was a senior counsel, and he was a close friend of Dr. Maguire's, but God, he was hard on him given the evidence. I remember he kind of ridiculed his evidence at times. Anyway, that's the way it is in the world. Now, this was a period when there was a big freeze-up, terrible long freeze-up here in the West Ireland. Shooting was banned. They weren't supposed to shoot. Because the birds, they were all hungry and they couldn't fly or anything. And there was a French team here, and they came and they shot everything they could see. It was terrible. They came with all of the guns and you think they were great for this, they were guns, you know.
John Jeffrey said it, but,
And that's the correctness in there. Oh, that was the time that they'd be sitting beside the old man, the morning American. They were the neighbours of my house and they had a party in the house. That's what they call us. Remember? Yeah. No, what was that? Oh, that's another. What was it? Legion of Mary. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, that's people.
I'm not sure. I haven't any. I don't know. It's on the file myself. I don't know. Just Legion of Mary this time. Yeah. Okay.
Is that any?
What's the same? Oh, no, that's the Brian's house. That was all the neighbours in after the stations. Yeah. Okay.
which is
That's looking.
Russian.
Yeah, looking down the street. Well, the difference is today with the street was something else. Look at the difference now. Yeah, okay. I put that there, but I got me and Nora Maguire from my youth. And then it was changed to John Maguire, and then it was changed to, what's it now? This was an excuse at that place. And the Flynns actually bought it and did it up and rented it out. And Tommy Moore had no radio shop, their electrical shop. And I bought this place then in 1967 from Michael Heenan, Senior, now the old man. I bought that place there, and it was a lovely place there. I had a kind of a camera shop there, selling cameras and films and landscapes on the wall. And it was very large, it was only by width. So I put mirrors on one wall and made the place look a lot bigger. And up in the next floor then I had the studio. And it was deep building, quite deep going back. Because on the ground floor I had my dark room, and behind that I had a room for washing and drying the films and the papers. And then on this floor behind the studio, in at the back of that, I had an office for Sean Staunton and Sean Rice, kind of a press office, because I used to do a lot of work with them for papers, and it was very convenient to have a little, it was like Fleet Street there. And up on the top floor then, I put a lovely bed sit there, and the different ladies that worked with me at different times going and going, they had free accommodation there. The bed sit, kitchen, and toilet and shower. So I was there 9 years and I had it all paid off, and I sold it. I moved across the street because the business was getting so big then, it was really flying, and I needed more room and more staff. Okay, Tom. Oh yeah, I put that in there. So at that time, most people on their honeymoon got married went on the train. Not many people had cars or could afford cars. Most people went on the train, so I just picked one from the files of the wedding party. My last picture of the station, I'm seeing the going on the train. It's hard to imagine that now, but that's the way it was. Then there was a Camogie wedding. She was Lena Lennon. Her sister was married to Christy Morton. She was a very good Camogie girl. She married Maguire, who lived across the street from her.